Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today we are going to study third chapter of ninth standard, that is atoms and molecules. Now, first of all we will talk about the two laws that are given and they are called laws of chemical combination. The two laws are, first one is law of conservation of mass, another one is law of definite proportion. What law of conservation of mass state? It states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. This is the statement of law of conservation of mass. Now, what is law of definite proportion says? It says a chemical compound always consists of same elements combined together in the same ratio. So these are the two laws. They are known as laws of chemical combination. Now it has some limitations. What are the limitations of law of definite proportion? This law does not hold good when the compound is obtained by using different isotopes of the combining elements. Means this law does not works with isotope. Isotope have same atomic number and same mass number. Now if we talk about John Dalton's atomic theory. According to his theory, Dalton rationalized the various laws of chemical combination which were in existence. However, he assumed that the simplest compound of two elements must be binary. The compound that could be made from two elements, it could be at least binary. Atoms, molecules, ions and chemical formula. Now, an atom is the smallest particle of an element which can take part in chemical reaction. It could be free or it could not be free. Each atom of an element shows all the properties of the element. Now, what is molecule? The smallest particle of matter which can exist in free state. Atom can exist in free state or may not, but molecule can exist in free state. The properties of substance that are properties of its molecules. Molecule of element. The molecule of an element are constituted by same type of atom. Molecules of compound. Atoms of different elements joined together in definite proportion to form molecules of compounds. And atomicity is the number of atoms contained in a molecule of a substance. So if we talk about ozone. Ozone has the molecular formula that is O3. Its atomicity is 3. 3 oxygen atoms are there. That is why its atomicity is 3. Now, let's talk about symbols. What are symbols? Symbols are the abbreviation used to represent an element is generally first letter in the capital of the English name of the element. So, if we talk about oxygen, O. If we talk about nitrogen, N. These all are the symbols. Now, symbols of some elements that are being derived from their Latin names. For example, sodium. Sodium has a symbol Na. It is derived from its Latin name that is natrium. Copper has been derived from cuprum, Cu. Potassium is derived from kalium, that is K. Iron is derived from ferrum, that is Fe. Mercury is derived from hydrargyrum, that is Hg. And tungsten is derived from wolfram, that is W. So these all are the symbols that has been taken from their Latin names. Now, what is valency? The number of electrons which an atom can lose, gain or share. It is called valency. To form a bond, the atom can share electron, can gain electron and can lose electron. Or we can say it is the combining capacity of an atom of the element. Now, if we talk about chemical formula. Chemical formula is a short method of representing chemical elements and compound. For example, aluminium and oxygen. If we write aluminium as Al and oxygen as O. Above each symbol write the correct valence. How much valency it is having? Aluminium has the valency that is 3 plus and oxygen has the valency that is 2. If we talk about aluminium and oxygen, so they will combine to form aluminium oxide. So how they will get aluminium oxide? So we can write aluminium oxide as AlO2. So we will write it as Al3O2. Al2O3. This is the Al3 plus SO4 2 minus. This is the compound that is formed Al2O3. So they just combine with each other. The aluminium which is having 3 valency, oxygen which was having 2 valency, they just cross combine with each other and they form Al2O3. Now other examples are aluminium sulfate, calcium carbonate, ammonium chloride, sodium carbonate, magnesium hydroxide and sodium phosphate. Now mole concept. What is mole concept? The mole is the amount of substance that contains as many elementary entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram of 12 C12. Carbon 12 contains 12 gram of atom. Now if we talk about 1 mole is equals to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. This is the value of 1 mole. It is the Avogadro constant. It is named after the earlier 19th century Italian scientist Avogadro. So Avogadro is the number in which 1 mole is equals to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Now if we talk about oxygen, it has the atomic or molecular mass is 16U. 1 mole is 16 gram. Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So the molar mass of oxygen is 16 gram. If we talk about nitrogen, it has atomic or molecular mass that is 28. We will have 28 gram of mole per mole. HCl has 36.5 gram. So we will have 36.5 gram per mole. This will be the molar mass of the elements. Now next one is atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit, it is represented as AMU, is 1/12 of the mass of an unbound atom of carbon 12. It is unit of mass used to express atomic mass and molecular mass. It is 1/12 of the carbon atom. It is also known as unified atomic mass unit. It is also known as unified atomic mass unit. Next one is molecular mass. A number equal to the sum of the atomic masses of the atoms in molecules. The total number of the atomic masses is called the molecular mass. Molecular mass of a molecule relative to that of a 12 carbon atom, which is have a mass of 12. So if we talk about C2H6, approximately 30, or we can say carbon has 2, so it will be multiplied by 12 as the atomic number is 12. After that, hydrogen has only one atomic number, that is 1. So it will be 12 plus 6, we can say 28 or approx 30. So this is how we can calculate molecular mass. Next one is molar mass and Avogadro constant. If we talk about molar mass, to get mass, it is calculated to get mass. Mass is multiplied by 1 mole per molar mass to get mole. So this is how we can get molar mass. For example, convert 35 gram of Al into mole. 35 gram of aluminium. So how can we convert? 27 aluminium is equals to 27 gram. 35 into 1 mole upon 27. So 1.3 of aluminium. So this is how we can calculate the mole. So these all are the example. That's all about this chapter. For more details, stay connected to me. Thank you and have a good day to all of you.